But today we are going to be just playing same thing as yesterday. Boss Bandit Cycle with Wall Breakers and Evolved Dark Goblin with the Goblin Demolisher because it's extremely broken. And we're finally in the new trophy arena, so I imagine we're gonna be dealing with more level 15s. Definitely maybe some more sweats. Who knows? But I woke up, I was just thinking, ooh, this is gonna be a pretty awkward. I woke up and I was thinking about, you know, um, the state of the world, where that's going. And we're not going to get a King Tower activation off that. So that's pretty sad. But he did just play Witch and Firecracker. So I don't think he really has anything for that yet. I just need that to die. Then the pig can die. So he's running Mini P.E.K.K.A too, which is great. I hope my Dark Goblin can kill it. Can. And we're starting off with some pretty good damage already. So he's running Knight, or he's running Witch, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Firecracker, and Skeleton King. So I think this guy is actually just giving us the win. So good first game. Good first game to start us off with the day. But I had some people I think I think this guy's gone. I had some people in the yesterday's video not comment anything, so I'm not even gonna pretend and lie like I got hella fans or anything right now, but I still feel like yesterday's video was super useful. Going against pretty much every variant. We didn't go up against Golem yesterday or recruits. Like I mentioned before, this deck really struggles against recruits, especially when they're playing the variant with the flying machine. When they're playing with the Mother Witch, it's not that big of a deal. But that flying machine just has so much range. So I was thinking about doing like maybe like a sniping deck, if you will, where we just have nothing but a bunch of long range units and maybe just one tank. Uh, but I was watching back my video from yesterday, and I did not activate King Tower because I'm not paying attention. And this guy is playing something. I'm gonna Dark Goblin in the back like this, and then I'm gonna use my Boss Bandit to just get a quick dash onto the tower because he's probably not gonna be expecting that. Yep. And so he's forced the arrows. He missed his arrows, actually, and I think this just might be towered down. Yeah, because he's forced to play a prince, and my DG just manages to scrape by and take it. I'm gonna Ice Spirit like this to stop the charge. And then we're gonna just let that prince die. He's gonna throw his arrows, and then, or excuse me, his goblin barrel. I'll throw my arrows. And now we just have to not die in the next 2 minutes. So this gives me time to tell my story. So I've seen a lot of content. Not a lot, actually. Let me take that back. I've seen some content online, especially in the Clash world, regarding you know, social skills essentially is pretty much what it is. Um if he arrows is that, yeah, whatever. I will let him get that damage. I hope that that activates King. Okay, so this is kind of a problem. Yeah, this is going to end up being a pretty big problem because that boss bandit is going to die going into a witch. He's probably going to prince in front of this if I were a betting man, but good thing I'm not, I guess, because I would have been wrong. But we defend that pretty easily. Yeah, he is going to go prince in the back. But we got King Tower activated, so I'm not really tripping. Yeah, and then we'll get some damage. Let's do this just so that our Tombstone can get a little bit more value. He's gonna Mega Knight in the back, so I'm gonna choose to go in actually on the completely other side and not just let him build up like a crazy big push. And then I'm gonna arrows that Firecracker before he gets another hit. Bring this over here. Ooh, bit awkward, awkward hand, I will say. I was not expecting that Poison Dart Goblin to still be alive in a thing. Uh-oh. And definitely not paying attention to all the other things. I really hope that Prince dies. Okay, this is bad. Oh, that's actually really bad. I did not see uh that all that damage and stuff on the other side. I think I'm still alive though, as long as I don't let that DG connect. I think that I'm fine. Okay. So, not the best defense in the world, and I almost choked. Uh, Playing the boss bandit, not realizing I was gonna dash to the knight, but that's another free win. But I've been seeing a lot of advice, I guess you could say, um, and I guess I want to throw my hat in the ring in there. First of all, if you are a young buck, I guess I should say, if you're a young buck, most likely you're young, especially if you live in the West, like the United States. Um, you might feel like the world is sort of falling apart right in front of your eyes, and in those moments, you can be like, "What are all the adults in this situation doing?" Like I feel like I didn't want that Dark Goblin to cost, but we do get some hits that is gonna blow the shield off. But that's what I'm talking about. Dark Goblin, or excuse me, not Dark Goblin, Dark Prince is one of the best cards in this game, man, because it can tank a hit and it does splash damage. Oh my god. And it's just shit like that, man. I'm gonna do this just to get the King Tower activation. All right, I think that was a good trade on my end. We are gonna have to defend this with a little bit of elixir. If he like earthquakes or zaps or anything, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. But I don't know why everybody's playing Prince today. Like this is like the third Prince match in a row that we've gotten. Um, but basically, what I'm trying to say is that I just lost the game because I forgot he was playing freaking the Royal Giant, and so he's just gonna get 1,000 free damage for absolutely no reason at all. I can't believe that thing got so much damage. Let's. Oh my god. Okay, let's just do this because at least that should dash and get no damage. This is not looking too hot for your boy. Let's just do one of these. And then we're gonna have to switch lanes here so we don't completely lose. And then I'm gonna set up my tombstone like this. And then I'm gonna also set up my boss bandit as well. Don't hit my tombstone, man. Okay, that's really bad. That's really bad. I'm gonna dash out of this and then arrows. Nothing, I guess. And then okay, whew. All right. So we are outplaying him a little bit. We just want to keep that alive. Yep, because we knew he was going to do that. So we just need the ice spirit. Is it not going to pull? Oh yeah, because I'm really bad at the game. All right, so that's definitely our tower down for sure. So we pretty much only have one chance to win, and that is right now. But he's definitely not going to let us. So we'll let him scrape away with that as a W. That was really poorly played on my part, actually. Uh, but I digress. You might be looking around, especially if you live in the West, if you live in America, you might be looking around and being like, dang, it seems like things are getting worse. Things are getting a lot worse. And you'd be wrong, you'd be right. Things are definitely progressing towards the fall of the West. Anybody who tries to tell you otherwise is either uninformed or they are lying to you. So here at this channel, you're gonna get the truth, man. That's a fact. You're gonna get the cold hard truth, whether it hurts. Like the fact that you should. It's not. I actually can't believe that that blocked that what does this guy have? Yeah, he has hog. I knew it. All right, let's just do it. Oh my god, that was not meant to be the arrow spell. That was meant to be a building. So you can see big gamer plays coming out of me, and I let him get so much damage for that, but it's kind of okay. I mean, we know what he's playing. He's got Tesla, so essentially, I'm just gonna be spamming the bush the entire time. That's my goal because he doesn't have a really good counter for. He has Earthquake, Tesla, Musketeer, the drill, and then let's see if he has log. So he has to play something. Yep. And I just don't think he has log. So Let's just hopefully that doesn't die. Yep. And so it's just gonna get a dash on the tower. If it doesn't do anything, great. It can't go in. So let's do one of these. Maybe I should have done that in the opposite order, but he's still gonna have to defend that, or it's gonna get a tower. Yep. All right, so let's force him to do another Tesla, and then we got his tombstone ready for his hog rider. So he's gonna tank that. No, he's not gonna tank that. So now I wall breakers on this side, to see what he's got. So he does have log. It's good that he just threw that, because now I can do this comfortably, pretty comfortably. Yeah, and he's gonna earthquake, thinking that he's hot shit. He's lukewarm feces. The DG is gonna be pushed, and I am gonna give him hella log value. But that's kind of okay. Kind of okay. Okay, we gotta do this. He's definitely gonna earthquake. Yep. Ooh, and I'm definitely about to take a smack if I don't fucking get these cards down, man. All right. All right. We're in not a bad spot. His log is weak too. So that is something that we're going to have to take advantage of. All right. We are in an interesting spot. Okay. So let's go ahead and suspicious bush over here. He has to Tesla or log it or earthquake it, which I just don't think that he's got the balls to do. He's going to bomb instead, which is still good for me because now I can force him to log this, or it just gets so much value. He's gonna Tesla. Uh, and then my boss bandit is getting just so much value. Force him to use another ability. He doesn't want to log the Dart Goblin. Rightfully so. It would just be too much. And my Dart Goblin is still alive. So this is really huge. We've got the boss bandit tanking. He can't really do anything. Okay, he's gonna Tesla like that, which is a-okay with me. I know he wants to go for a hog, so I'm just gonna do that in the lane to clog that up. And then I'm gonna go for another one. I actually don't care about the damage. I kind of want him to switch lanes here. So I'm just gonna go all in on this tank, and then I'm gonna pull this back up so my DG can help out. We're getting so much damage. I'm gonna tombstone up here, missing the earthquake. He managed to earthquake my shit, but it doesn't matter, and that's the game because when you're playing against Hog Rider, the whole trick is to not let them build up some crazy push or outcycle you. Honestly, so we'll play one more game. But yeah, it's just America's definitely, or the West, I guess I should say. So America and Europe, we're definitely going down a downward trajectory, and a lot of people are just kind of here for the ride. They think that it's never going to end. He's gonna let that go. So I'm gonna do this just because he already Dark Goblin and he had Log. This is a really awkward starting hand for me. I'm gonna do this actually, and then I'm gonna allow him to get just so much damage for absolutely no reason at all. Just because I felt like being just a chill guy like that. I'll even say thank you. So he did that for just some weird reason. Don't know why you would ever do that in a situation. Is he gonna do something to that? I might. Oh, I can't let that go. Cannot let that go. I saw the damage on my tower, and I just can't let another Dark Goblin get on my tower like that at the tombstone, and then bring this back hopefully, or freeze it, stop it from God hitting the tombstone. But that's okay. We spent I think the same amount of elixir. We're in a not the best spot, I'll be honest. But it's nothing that we've never been able to get out of before. You know what I mean? Yeah, I forgot he had the barrel. Okay, so this should be, now that we've got everything in cycle, we can't arrows his Dark Goblin now. He knows that. So I'm just gonna get some chip and cycle back. Yep, I knew he was down. So that was 4 elixir. And now I can Goblin Demolisher like this. And I'm just waiting for him to play his Valkyrie, to be honest. Second he plays his Valkyrie, I'm just gonna go in. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I actually am about to take so much damage and probably lose my tower here. But that's okay. because I take his tower, and I'd much rather take his tower or get close, I guess, than not take his tower. That's not optimal. Okay, we still have to take his tower, so he's gonna have to defend that boss bandit if he doesn't want to lose the game, which I guess he just might be ready to lose the game. We have 30 seconds left, so I don't really know what this guy's plan is. He is going to try to defend that. Yep. Let's just do this, and then one of these, and then one of these. I know it's a little unorthodox, but I think we actually just lost. Actually, I have to do this. Come on, suspicious bush. Huge, huge. He choked really hard. He choked super hard. So we're still in this. I just have to defend this and not die. I think I'm gonna do this. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Boom, boom. Oh, okay. Oh, he folded. He folded. He messed up. So huge. And that's the huge choke that you get when you underestimate that the game is over. Shout out to Suspicious Bush. That guy is mad. To Prince. It's unfortunate when you're just not as high level gamer as me. We pushed up to 1060, 10600 today. And my advice to anybody who's in America, especially if you're playing Clash, just kind of ride the wave. The game's over. The game of the US is over, but Clash, Clash is always gonna live forever. So, try your best to enjoy it while it lasts.